What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're gonna be getting the car ready for safety, doing everything that needs like brakes, suspension parts, and stuff like that. So stay tuned to the video to see if the car passes or not. Here's the brake pads here. I'm pretty sure these are like easy ones. All you have to do is like pull out one pin or something. Not really sure, I've never had brakes like these before, so we'll find out. It's been a couple days, and it's going in for safety tomorrow. So we're gonna try and do this pretty quick, but apparently he's gotta push out these two pins and then do something with this clip or something, and then the brake pad should come right out. We'll see about that, so let's get started. Well, I was looking everywhere for my tripod and I couldn't find it, so I got the pins out. They came real easy. Apparently for the next step, you're supposed to press the cylinder in. Make sure you use the actual pad so that way you don't wreck your cylinders. But they slide right in there. Then I just gotta do the same thing to the other side. Well, after pressing the cylinder in, this clip just came out of here, so hopefully I can figure out how it goes back in, but now the pads just slide right out of there. This one's got the sensor that I'm gonna try not to break, so we'll see how that goes. Wow, look at that, I actually didn't break it. Anyways, there's the second pad there. All right, so here's the pads. I don't have the new ones yet, I still gotta go pick them up, but now we gotta do this side. I'm also gonna do the rear brakes just because they're kind of on the low side. And I don't wanna have to bring the car back for rear brake pads, so I figure I might as well just do them now. All right, I'm actually gonna wait to take that side off, just in case I can't get the other side to go back together or I have something to reference off of. So for now, let's get these wheels off and get these brake pads off. Well, unfortunately, this car doesn't have the rear sport brakes, so just like normal brakes, got the one bolt here and then the one at the bottom. So let's get that off. Well, I just took off the tire and I didn't even notice this until I unpackaged the rear brake box. I don't know if you can tell what's missing off here, but the clip that's supposed to hold on the other half of the brake caliper is missing. I'll show you what it's supposed to look like. This is what it's supposed to look like in the back. Neither side's had it, so I'm assuming, I don't know, whoever did the brakes last didn't know what they were doing. All right, well, got the new brake pads. Definitely would not have passed safety with these. There's a difference in wear. So definitely would not have been passing. So let's see if we can figure out how to get these things in. Well, to get started, I know that the pads got to go in there, and that the wear sensor's got to go in. All right, I'll get the second pad in. Okay. All right, so now it's got to slide the pin in. Okay, now I think, oh, it goes like this. Then I gotta press down on this one and do the pin, which I still haven't found my tripod, my phone holder for the tripod. So I'll let you know if it works. Well, that was easy. It went in easier than the top one. So I'm assuming that's right. When I take the other tire off the other side, we're gonna see if it looks the same, but it looks right to me. All right, I gotta wait for the camera to stay. It's kind of just balancing on top of my tripod. All right, so I just have a drill bit because I don't have the right tool. So all I gotta do, tap it. They actually come out easier than I thought they would. And then you just get pliers to pull it out the rest of the way. There it goes. Then I just get some pliers. And pull them out the rest of the way. Now, put that pad in. Okay. You're gonna push it in with your thumb. Front pads are done. All right, now that the brakes are done on both sides, it's time to replace this arm here since it's got that bend in it from the forks from Copart. To replace it, if you guys have seen my other videos, you know that I got a car with a blown motor for parts. I took this off before I went to the scrapyard. Now we just gotta put it in the car. All we got here is 2 bolts and nuts, 18 millimeter. One there, one there. Like I said, if I had a tripod, I'd be recording, but it's lost. And safety is tomorrow. As you can see outside, it is getting dark and the safety's in the morning, so I don't have time to go get another one. So, it's got these bolts here, and then we can move to the front bumper. It's a good thing I'm changing this anyway, because it's actually bent pretty good, and it's just a little bit shorter, and it's bent up a little bit. So, it's a good thing I'm changing it anyways. Now, we just gotta pop it back in. All right, I kind of gotta speed up the process here because it's like 10 o'clock at night, and I still just remembered that I have to put the whole rear trunk together with the taillights and the buttons and the camera and all that stuff. So, I'm gonna have to hurry it up a little bit here. So, like I said, there's the bolt here. I only put one as temporary, holding it on the sides. And then there's all the bolts along the top, under that gasket. And that's it. We gotta pull the car forward, do the taillights and all the buttons and switches. The trunk's still not painted, so I'm just gonna run the wires the best I can so that everything works. Because it's all gonna have to come off again when the car gets painted. But let's get to it. So as you can see, I actually don't need this, because the guy left me with all the bumper parts I need. So I didn't even need this foam piece here because it was already in. The only thing I used was the grills off the other bumper. So I got this fog light in. Now I just gotta grab the other one, pop it in. Then we can put up the bumper and get it in. Thank God. All right. We can get the car lowered down now. Still got that terrible wheel fitment that I can fit my whole fist in between. Hopefully we can take care of that soon after the safety, but we'll find out. Another thing I don't like about BMWs is you have to start it to put it in neutral. It's kind of a pain. I don't feel like starting it right now, but that's what you gotta do. Because if you turn the key on, it won't let you move. Oh yeah, I forgot about something else too. The airbag light, which is for this wheel. And it's something I use my scanner. It's just something to do with resistance too high. But whatever it is, I don't think it's gonna pass with the airbag light. So I'm gonna have to take it somewhere tomorrow before I go to the safety to see if they can clear it and see how much it's gonna cost me. So let's just still get it moved forward. That way we can get the trunk done. I still got the wing, the tinted side markers, and the front lip for the M Sport bumper that I don't even have. Hopefully we'll get that soon enough. Anyways, let's get this thing started up quick and move forward. I already pumped the brakes, so that way it stops. Alright, let's shut this thing down because it's still kind of loud considering it's stock exhaust. Let me tell you, I can't wait to make the exhaust louder though. It's going to sound pretty good. Alright, let's get this trunk done because it's like 11 o'clock at night. Actually, so this one taillight, the clip is broken on somehow. But I already put the latch in. I forgot my emergency latch in because I was closing the trunk. I just got the emergency pull tab, but right now these taillights don't work and they're gonna need to work for safety. Same with all the buttons and everything. Let's see how long it's gonna take to do. I'm not gonna put the cover on, but still got all this wire to get on here. So let's get her done. All right, and it's ugly, but it is done. As you can see here, hold on. It works. The license plate lights work. The tail lights work. Everything works. License plate holder. Not very good. Anyways, that's everything. Done. I can go in for safety. And then, yeah. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. All right, well, as you can probably guess, the car did pass safety. So everything seemed to be good that I did. Can't show you much of the car in this video because bunch of things are already done to it, so be sure to stay tuned to the next video so that way you can see all the things that are going to be done to this car because it's a lot of them. So be sure to not miss those videos, guys, and if you want to get notified, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But guys, that's going to today's video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.